What's up, everybody? AG here, and today I'm going to be asking you a different kind of question. I know last week I asked what your favorite champion of mid lane is, so let's go ahead and take a look at that for a second. Alright, everyone, so here's the results from last week where I asked you guys what's your favorite mid laner, and so far, out of 1,388 responses, 150 of you said that you liked Ahri, thus making her the biggest little pie on this massive pie chart of over 100 different options. And this was a really badly styled pie chart and poll for me to do, so you'll probably never see another one quite like this, because this is a mess. This is a huge, yeah, it's just gross. We're not going to do it like this ever again. But let's go ahead and get into our next question for this week. Now, the context of this next question is based on a true story that happened to me during solo queue. It was a dark and stormy night outside, and I was scared shitless because I hate dark and stormy nights, because that usually translates into some really terrible Five Nights at Freddy's video game filler video bullshit that I never played through because I don't play Five Nights at Freddy's. But I was in solo queue, and that's just as terrifying because you never know what kind of people you're going to get. And today was the day that a new champion came out. Yes, this is the most busted champion to have ever come out in the history of League of Legends. And in your dynamic queue, your teammate says, I'm going to play the one, the only, the Shmuggy Shmoo. Yes, that is the name of the new champion. Hypothetically, that's coming out. This actually isn't a champion coming out, because if I were to just completely just release a champion name like that, I would feel pretty bad. Come on, Riot. You've done some pretty horrible things in the past, like, I don't know, release Yasuo, or, you know, release some of the other champions that you thought were a good idea. Like, oh man, Darius rework when he first came out with that 60% lifesteal glitch that not actually happening. It was a 30% lifesteal based on who he hit, but he went up to 60% because of the double hit proc on the Q, which was an accident with the animation. I remember that. But this new champion, Shmuggy Shmoo, yes, Shmuggy Shmoo, has AP scaling damages that base off of you building AD on this high damage DPS scaling tank range support. I know this is kind of sounding like another champion in League of Legends. Some of you may say Lee Sin, but this guy is insane. 120% insane. And your teammate, Bob Ross Kappa 123, decides that he is going to play Shmuggy Shmoo in your ranked game. And you are first ban, but they are first pick. However, the enemy team also knows, potentially, that Shmuggy Shmoo is busted. It's been all over Reddit. It's been all over Twitter. It's been in Cutie Pie's stream. It's been on Red Mercy's videos. It's been on Brofresco's blogs. It's been on Sky Williams' Why I Hate This Champion with Ross Boomsocks. It's been everywhere. Everyone knows that Shmuggy Shmoo is insane. But your teammate, Bob Ross Kappa 123, is determined to pick this champion. Do not ban Shmuggy Shmoo, he says. But what do? Do you ban Shmuggy Shmoo? Or do you let it go through? Your first ban. What if he sucks as Shmuggy Shmoo? What if he is the worst Shmuggy Shmoo player in the world, and you just don't know it yet? Or you do know because you went to his NAOPGG and you checked his statistics before the game started, and it was determined that he was actually the worst Shmuggy Shmoo player ever. He averages 1, 13, and 12. Well, that's actually pretty... No, that's awful. That's a bad statistic. 1, 13, and 12 is awful. But anyway, the decision is yours. Would you ban Shmuggy Shmoo, or would you let it through? Me, personally, I'd ban Shmuggy Shmoo. I would, because if that champion is insane and I'm first ban, they could be first pick on the enemy team. What happens if he doesn't get Shmuggy Shmoo? What happens if he's just trolling us? We don't know. We really don't know. Or, worst come to worst, Shmuggy Shmoo is his main, and he does average a really low KDR on the champion, even though they usually are supposed to average about a 3-0 KDR. He's averaging a 0.1 or even a 1 to a 0.1 ratio on the champion throughout his previous games as this new busted champion. I sure as hell would not want that guy using this champion regardless how good they are. And if a champion is that insane to the point where if I don't ban it, then somebody's going to first pick it, then I'm probably going to try to ban that champion every time. But yeah, I want to hear y'all's opinions. I want to hear what you have to say, and go ahead, fill out that survey below in the description. I want to hear what you guys have to say about your own personal experience, about experiences with other champions that have been pretty busted in the past. I know some of you have some stories of a decision where you've either had to ban or let a broken champion through in the hopes that your team was going to first pick them. So I really want to hear what you guys have to say, and I'll definitely be going over this in another episode, kind of like this one. I think it's a lot easier for you guys to vote on a yes or no, would you ban this champion, as opposed to pick one out of several hundred champions in a poll. And I'm very curious to see how this goes. But anyway, guys, thank you so much as always for watching, and I hope to bring out a very special gen guide in the near future. It's gonna be something a little bit different, along the lines of a champion.mp4 video, like what I did with the Sona.mp4 video. It's gonna be something like that. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that as much as you enjoyed the Sona video, and I will see you guys later this week in whatever it is I decide to do. All right, peace later, everybody.